What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Day Trading Show. We've got an awesome episode for you today. James and I are talking about the differences in characteristics between pro traders and amateur traders. So take notes, put your phone away, no Facebook. Maybe you're driving and you might want to stop and take some voice notes while you're listening to this, because there's going to be things we talk about today, that we cover today, that maybe you're acting like an amateur and you didn't even realize it. So hopefully we shed some light to give you a new perspective on how you could change your behavior to align more with professional trading. And hopefully that leads you to your best trading result possible. So enjoy the episode. So let's start with the idea of professional traders being more accountable with their trading and the community that they work with. I feel like a lot of amateur traders come into trading and try to do it on their own, and they don't believe in mentorship. They don't believe in education. We've talked about that a lot on other episodes. Where do you think the switch happens, James? Like, what do you think, what happens? Do they just lose enough where they're like, okay, I'm done trying to do this by myself and then I need to get with a group? What do you think?
I think obviously, everyone's journey is independent, and, everyone's different from each other. But I think that does happen a lot. You just lose that. For me, that was me. I just lost too much. I'm like, nah, fuck this. I need to get a community that actually can hold me accountable. I can review my trades. I can review my week. Some people that are going to be around me to also support me and be trading. I think the big one for me, why I decided to join you and ASFX is because of we all trade the same way. It's cool being around people. Like I was, when I first got into, I was around like other traders, but not like serious guys, but like they're all trading different ways. I'm like, what? Like I can't like, how do I give you feedback if I'm not trading like the same systems? Cool. Risk management and that is pretty similar, but I don't know what you're trading or what you're seeing. You're trading some fib levels or Elliott waves, and I don't know who's waving, stuff like that. So yeah. I think that's quite a big one. I think, as you said, the community.
You just get fed up with losing, and then you're finally like, all right, I'm going to go join a team now and try to get somebody to help me. So I think if you look at like, who's like the first thing when you think of a successful trader beyond people that who's like someone you look up to? For me, I always think of S&P Capital and Mike Bellafiore. Do you think that the guys there operate alone? No, they all trade within teams within the bigger firm. So even within a whole company, there's smaller groups of people working together, holding each other accountable, maybe focused on certain ideas, whether it's stocks or Forex or certain sectors of stocks or options, whatever it is. Having that community of people, I think, is a professional trader's characteristic. Whereas the amateur trader is really just trying to like gunsling it. I always picture like a guy taking all different strategies, trying to find the mentor, which is a stepping stone that we all have to go through. But then I think, like you said, for most of us, we end up losing enough where we're like, okay, I got to find a group of people to work with. I can't do this by myself. What's another characteristic that comes to your mind when you think of something that a lot of traders that we work with struggle with, or what's a characteristic that leads them to struggle? Maybe is another one. Cause I got a good one if you don't got one.
What's your one? Let's hear it.
Mine is deeper on the accountability. I think not sharing losses. Like, look at what I'm sharing with my 100K account that I messed up. Like, sharing your losses is a huge thing that professional traders do, because it's just a stepping stone. Again, to use that phrase, it's just let me use another one. It's a data point in a big or data set. The data set is 1,000 trades. We're looking at one trade. So to not share the loss is to run from accountability. That's what I always think, and I think we all started at a place where we were not sharing those losses from the beginning, for sure. Right.
100%. I shared so I was down 1.93% last week. So I took trades on 2 hours. I shared it on the main chat now. And then I also shared it with Chris privately. And he was like, thanks for being honest and whatever. Cause I wrote like a thorough review, and he was like, that's pretty, like not everybody would do that. I think that's also a big thing, a big thing as well. Everybody wants to show the wins, but the losses are obviously, no one wins 100% of the time. So the losses are definitely there as well. I think there's so many things that pro traders do and amateur traders don't. It's like literally probably the complete opposite, polar opposites.
Right. I think another one would be that the best traders that I've ever worked with all have a systematic approach. You kind of touched on it earlier, a systematic, like you said, how we all trade the same way in ASFX. Like, everyone knows the 3 signals that we teach in the courses. So everyone has that same systematic approach. So within the community, even on your own little island within the team, you still have a process that you follow religiously every day for your trades. yeah, there's money moving in all different directions every day, right? You can't try to catch all of that money. So you have to stay process driven. I feel like there's two I just said. One would be the process, and the second professional trader characteristic would be they don't care about what other people are doing. They don't care about other money. Bitcoin's up 5.5% now. It was up 1% like an hour ago. It's ripping. But if we don't get a signal, we can't care about that money. That's what I think professional traders do better than amateur traders. Where amateur traders are just going to chase that momentum, bro. We're going to get it. You know what I'm saying? They go crazy for it. Bitcoin's up, they go buying it, and then it pulls back. They get out and they try to sell it, and then they're getting tanked because then it's just a pullback and it goes higher. You know what I mean?
And your head's all over the place. You can't make sound decisions that way. I mean, I think, yeah, it's just a systematic approach, but also like disciplined. I think on and off the desk, pro traders or traders that are consistent and making money consistently, month in, month out, year in, year out, are traders that are got their discipline on and off the desk. What they do off the desk translates to what they do on the desk. So I think that's also a big thing. And also pro traders I think this is another example of S&B Capital, but pro traders or consistent traders, whatever you want to phrase it, is they are always trying to be better than they were the day before. That's
great
how
Mark
puts it.
I wrote down in my notes, pro traders spend time backtesting and studying all of their trades. So they look within their system to find other signals to see if they missed trades, and then they study the trades that they took. So same kind of thing that you're saying. They're very much involved in their own trades. They don't just take the trade and never think about it again. They don't just throw money around. They're very precise with their trades. Another one that I had, since we've been talking about all these other successful traders, I think the best traders that I've ever worked with study other successful traders. They're open-minded. Like, you're very open-minded. If I recommend a book like this book from Ray Dalio that I'm still working on, everybody, if I recommend a book, you'll trust me and you'll go pick up that book because you'll look at me and say, well, if Austin got value out of it, so can I. And I think like even in there, you can then go into the author. It's like, okay, now Austin gave me the author. I can go deeper on Ray Dalio and learn more there. I'm going to study him. He's a successful investor, and see what you can pull from that, you know?
Yeah, 100%. I've often got book recommendations from you that I've gone and purchased off Audible and read them afterwards. I was like, yeah, that's no wonder you found that really, really helpful, because it's a good book.
Yeah. The other one that I had written down of what professional traders don't do. So amateur traders do this. They overtrade and oversize their trades. It's a big,
I think that's probably one of the worst ones. Since I've been working as an ASFX coach, there's probably a number of people that I've worked with that's probably their Achilles heel. Like, they just over position size and over trade. They'll take instead of maybe taking one good trade or two good trades. Like, if I take a trade in the morning and it's a win and I'm up 0.5%, I don't know, whatever, 1% on the day, 0.5% on the day, I'm going to take that. I'm going to be like, cool, that's a good day. I'm not going to go try and risk it more and try and be a hero. But I think you do get, and I've worked with traders, as I said, that like will literally enter a trade, they'll lose a trade, then they'll be like, no, the markets are against me, let me sell it now, I'm reversing my position, and then end up losing that trade. And I don't know, like, if you want to do this as a career, as a long-term endeavor, as a career, and do it for many, many years to come and make money, your mind needs to be right, and your mind need to be, for your mind to be right, you can't be like all over the place. You need to be sound in your decision making, slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. I think we were talking about this in the Black Shirt Club on Friday. Slow and steady wins the race. I don't know the guy's name. I don't know him personally, but I saw on one of the funding companies, this guy was up, what was it, 84% on the month.
Crazy,
and then
on a 200K
account,
Yeah.
So he was up like $184,000, and he was going to get 80% of them. I mean, like, he was going to get 140K payout for the month. He was going to be trading a 200 grand account and 140 grand personal capital the next month. At least, bro, if he just stopped. And then,
one day, I think he wiped it.
Yeah. Half of it. He went back to 24% in profit. So he was only up 60 grand, but I mean, still going to get a nice chunk, but I think slow and steady wins the race. And I think that's what the guys that are consistent know, that if you can do 2% a month, you're doing really, really well.
Oh, I agree.
You're going to make money for many years to come.
The challenge makes it, like, those funding challenges make it so that, like, they think, oh, you don't make 8% in a month, you're a bad trader. That's not necessarily true, And
I think Dennis tweeted it the other day, and even said it on the group that we have. He said that that just because you're not making 10% a month doesn't mean you're not a great trader. Just because you're not meeting their standards doesn't mean if you're on a prop firm and you're making 2.5% a month, you're doing really well. Know that when you do pass and do get the funded account, if you make 2.5% a month with those companies or the prop firms, you are going to get your account scaled up, which I think is really, really good, because it shows that longevity in the game and thinking for the future is a lot better than just trying to make 5% a day.
100%, so, yeah. Bro. That's well said, bro. I think by the time this video podcast comes out, everyone will have already seen my mistake on my 100K account with the My Forex Funds thing, which we can laugh at now. But let's talk about that, because that is a characteristic that I showed: greed, just not knowing the difference between wanting to trade and proper trading. I know the difference. I can explain it to you. I can feel it. But at certain moments, greed overpowers any of us. We're all susceptible to it. And that can make us act like an amateur trader. So then it begs the question, what can you do to not act like an amateur in that moment? Of course, the easy answer is, well, stay on your rules. You know, Austin, you shouldn't have been trading that close to the close on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's easy to say. But like, what can you actually do to keep yourself from board trading? Because that's what it is. That's the easy way to say this. Amateur traders commit board trades. Professional traders never trade when they're bored. That's how would you tell me if you were coaching me? Coach me right now. How would you say I could? Because I have an idea. So give me your thoughts.
I would say if I was coaching you right now, this would be my thing. I'd be like, and you've done it already. I'd be like, be open and honest about it. Tell everyone that you fucked up. Yep. Cool. You fucked up. You've told everyone in the Black Shirt Club. You told Twitter. You told Instagram. Yep. So you've acknowledged your mistake. If you don't acknowledge your mistake, you'll never be able to get better. I think, like you, I think I was saying, Amanda was telling me the other day that I made a mistake in something in life, and then she was saying that being open and honest about something is there's freedom and vulnerability. So if you messed up, like if I said something that I shouldn't have said or whatever, or done something to someone that maybe I shouldn't have done, then you can acknowledge your mistake, and you can be like, cool, sorry, not everyone's perfect, but I can be better moving on from this. Like you're not every month, you're not going to be a perfect trader. There's going to be a few stuff ups, but it's how you come back from that and work on it. I mean, if I make a mistake, I'll tell Chris, I'll tell the guys in the Black Shirt Club, listen, maybe I shouldn't have been taking this trade today, or maybe I shouldn't have been, in your case, holding the trade over the weekend or trading that close to the close. Cool. That's one. It will never happen again. Right. If it does, you're my ass.
Well, yeah, because you're saying analyze it so the mistake doesn't get repeated. That's definitely fair. Yeah. So my thought was, how do I prevent it from even happening? And what I'm going to do is make sure that Friday afternoons, I'm not near my desk. Like there's no reason to even be here anymore, bro. Like I don't have to be at the desk. So I'm going to make sure I have plans Friday afternoons always. So I have no reason to be here. You know what I mean? And that's an 100%. And again, that's a thing that I think pro traders are good at versus amateur traders. They know when to step away from the desk. They know how to keep themselves even away from the desk, because otherwise no human is perfect. No trader is perfect to not feel greed, to not feel that emotion sometimes, but it's setting yourself up for success by knowing yourself beforehand. And that's like, for me, I time block my whole schedule. So it's really easy for me to time block something on a Friday afternoon and then not be here and not even be able to do it. You know? And for everybody listening,
or even another one, just set up a demo account and stuff around on that. If you feel like you really, let's say you really don't have any plans, because COVID hit and you have to stay indoors, and
COVID 2. It's COVID 2.
Yeah. COVID. What's it? I think it's about COVID 8.0 now. But anyway, right. I think like just set up a demo account and stuff around on there, because then you're not taking it on your live personal capital or funded accounts or something like that, and you're stuffing around. I think that's another one as well.
Right. No, very fair point. Very fair point. Those thoughts of like, what do I want to do to act more like a professional, are good thoughts for everyone to be having. Like, could you be documenting more of your trades? Could you be journaling the trades that you take, documenting the trades you don't take, collecting data to see how profitable your system is? Could you be developing a new idea, testing a new strategy? Like, what can you be doing to be more professional? And I think the first step for everybody is study other successful traders, because a lot of people share their experience and they're not reinventing the wheel. They're not doing something that is groundbreaking. You know what I'm saying? A lot of successful traders, even if you go back to the 1900s, bro, like the Jesse Livermore and Darvis days, like the guys that people still write about, the characteristics are the same characteristics.
The base is still the same. It's not.
No one got rich over trading. No one got rich over sizing. No one got rich not holding themselves accountable. There's certain things that you have to do if you want to be able to do this. But again, most people nowadays, bro, because of the internet get into trading for the wrong reasons. They get into trading because they think they can flip some money real quick, like it's a casino. The only time it's a casino is if you get stuck in a trade like I did with this broker that shuts down over the weekend, and then you just get opened back up. Your price gets opened wherever the market opens. That's a gamble for real, you know. And that's why normally I don't do that. I think it was an accident.
That's red and black. That's put all your money on red and black.
Exactly.
red or black. Sorry. 100%.
There's nothing wrong with going to the casino, bro. Like I like going to the casino. I have to hold myself back because I'll spend too much money. So it's like I don't even let myself get near the casino. But when it comes to trading, there are these processes that we can follow that I think will hold us accountable to more professional trading and therefore lead to our best result possible. Not everyone's going to be a great trader. Not everyone's going to succeed. But if you do what other pros do, you're putting yourself in the best probability position to succeed, in my opinion, you know,
and surround yourself with other guys that are successful. I think that's the key thing, you know. I think although trading is very individual, like over there, you're not, when I started to become consistent, you weren't here clicking the buttons for me or telling me when to buy and sell. I did that by myself. But the thing is, you impacted me on when to do that.
Right.
I think that's a big one, you know, like you either choose to be better, or you're going to carry on doing the same dumb shit over and over again. And and that's the thing. I think it's just acknowledgement and being like, shit, you know, like did it work the previous 20 times I did it? No. Okay, cool. Then what the flip is that's just called being an idiot. It's not going to work the 21st time, you know?
Right. You're 100% right. I think another comment, since you said that a lot of people have a hard time with, is trusting a stop loss. Amateur traders move stop losses. Amateur traders don't even use a stop loss. You know what I mean? Yeah. Professional traders
I did that always for my first year and a half, 100%.
It's crazy because you're just exposing yourself to so much risk. Whereas if you
you don't have risk.
You have no risk. Right, exactly. You're risking your whole account. That's the risk. If you're sitting,
100%.
If you're sitting there and you're talking to another serious trader, and you talk about your strategy, all we're going to really ask you is, where was your risk? How much were you risking? Oh, I don't use a stop. I use a mental stop. It's like people that say that to me, I'm like, I know you're probably not doing well in this business because I haven't seen anyone do well doing that. You know, these other traders are telling us use a stop loss. We're seeing most traders that don't use a stop loss struggle. So shouldn't you use a stop loss? Like, it's that simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I think and mental stops never work because
no, bro.
You don't want to be wrong as a human, as an individual.
Right. You're going to move your mental stop. Yeah. You're going to be like, oh, I should put it lower.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to retest the zone. It's probably moving lower, 100%. So I think, that's another one. Pro traders know where their risk point is. Amateur traders don't. They don't have a risk point. They're just entering in blindly. Yeah. I think another one is consistent pro traders. They have a defined entry and exit system and risk management system. Amateur traders, they are doing everything off the cuff. They don't know what they are doing.
That was kind of what I said earlier about the rules-based approach. Yeah, same 100%. Thing. Entry rules, exit rules, trade management rules, grading the trade. Yep. People will hear us say that, bro, and they'll be like, why do I need to grade my trades? They all get 2%. I'm like, all right, bro, you keep doing that, and then you keep struggling. You know, I can't convince you to do it. Eventually, you have to lose enough, like we said at the beginning, to then you make the switch, and you're like, I need to change this and act more like a professional, you know?
Yep, 100%. 100%.
Good. Good. I love it, bro. This is a good episode. I think that everyone will take some value out of this. So if you guys enjoyed, our videos are now hopefully on Spotify with future episodes. So you can watch on Spotify, watch on YouTube, or listen wherever you guys get your podcast. We appreciate you guys. Always let us know if you have an interesting topic you'd like us to cover. Put it in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. And we will see you guys next week for another episode.
100%.